feel the love between these two teams as we go on to map number 3 between Liquid and Immortals. Cash going to be the battlegrounds for this final map in this best-of-3 series. And we are going to get it on into the knife round right here, right now. Now remember, Liquid have actually won both knife rounds so far, and they look like they want to make it 3 out of 3, and they will do just that. Pimp going to find that, well, TK on a JDM. He's used to that from the last map, no big deal. Liquid going to start off on the CT side. Now, sides on this map, not necessarily as big of a deal as it is on Cobblestone or Inferno, but as you could see, it really didn't make much of a difference on Inferno since it went 16-5 and Immortals started on the T side. They had a tremendous, what was it, 11-4 half on their terrorist side, something around that, 12-3, somewhere around that. But we are going to get this one live and rocking and rolling. And we're going to see who comes out on top in this series. It is the final map here. The final map. Or as Henny tweeted out, Cash Ultimo Mappa Bora! Bora! I don't know what that means. Hopefully it's not like a bad word or anything, but yeah, screw it. I'm not exactly a family show over here. Let's see what kind of aggression is met over here towards B. Pimp's going to be out behind the box. They're going to be looking for the push in towards that area. 5 players there. It's a run boost. And they failed it. Are they going to check for Pimp? No, they're not. He's only going to get 1 out of that, and Lucas and Henny going to trade out. So we are going to see what kind of a reply they have on the CT side for Liquid. Down into a 3-on-3. Spamorama going around through that CT spawn smoke, but the bomb is going to get moved in. Now, the big thing is Elige fast on the flank. Steel trying to tuck his way around, but Henny, 1-tap dirt nap. Now it's going to be Steel. Drops out the flash. That's going to blind him up. Nice flash. I like that. I don't know if you guys caught that. I'll show you after the round's over, but that's a cool flash to throw out. Spotted. Lucas not able to land the shots, and it's going to come down to Steel. 2 versus 1. He's got prime position, prime real estate. However, the smoke's going to go out. He's going to have to find it through the smoke. Trying to. Not able to land it. And the defuse comes out. Nitro wins. And he kills him anyway. So, what I was saying, that flash that he throws actually goes up and it clips off of the ceiling right here, and it bounces right back and blows up in the air, like right here. So, anybody who's flanking B main gets completely blinded by it. So, a nice thought there from Steel. Unfortunately, not able to get that frag in the end. And the round going to go the way of Team Liquid. So, they won the pistol round on Cash. So, we had a trade of pistols. I believe they did not win both of them, no. So, it's gone 3-2 in favor of pistols so far in this series. If I'm remembering correctly. Trying to remember correctly. Mid-presence already for FNX. They're looking to move that bomb in towards B. They showed a little bit of harassment over towards that A bomb site. FNX is going to be able to find 1. Trying to get himself out of the fire. He is going to burn, but he finds 2 before he gets out, and he's still alive. They're going to rotate that bomb back over towards A. This is the right call. And Immortals, how many times have we seen this so far? Liquid completely floundering when it comes to their eco rounds. 2 or 3 times now they've gotten beat up in the anti-ecos. Push coming towards A. Passive-aggressive hold here from the CT side. It's going to be Nitro from Truck. They're going to push in. Look at this position from FNX. That's a 3rd. Not able to get a 4th, but he gets 3. Nitro, though, able to tap down 2. The bomb is going to be on the back of Henny, who can move in and get the plant. And that's the important thing about this, is that he is going to get the bomb down. And he knows where 2 of the players were. Pimp trying to come down highway. Going to get tagged up, fragged up, almost. Looking for it still. Bouncing back and forth. Henny trying to land the shots. He's going to run out of bullets, but he is going to get taken down by Pimp. But a very expensive round for Liquid. Very expensive round for Liquid. They do manage to stabilize and bring this one back. The lack of body armor playing into their hands. But Immortals, 2 bomb plants. That means a very big buy into this round. Henny can even go on to a 3rd round off because they get the bomb plants and they get the kills out of those rounds. So they've got a very big buy, very solid buy from Immortals into this round. 4 AKs and an AWP. So a little bit scary for Liquid right now. That doesn't help. Opening pick, though, going the way of the CT side. Double spray down for Lucas. It's a 2-for-2 trade in middle. Two players still on highway. Still trying to do what he can over by Squeaky. They're going to rotate both of these players back up. So it was a heavy mid presence there from the CT side. They had one cat box, two close mid. The trades, however, going evenly thus far. Nobody's actually on this A bomb site for the CTs. They're going to be looking to go for some form of a retake. The flashes are out, the smokes as well. The incendiary towards quad to flush a player towards the wall if he was there. Fence, NBK, whatever you want to call it. Going to start rattling off some shots as they make their way in towards the site. Trying to throw some spam down towards the highway side. Wide peek from quad could render a kill for Steel. A little bit of a lineup. Bolts is going to be able to take one with him. Stanislaw answers back. Flashbang out over the top. Not fully blinded. Somehow clips the wall. Able to get him on the return, and now it's all down to Nitro, 2 versus 1. The jig is up. They know exactly where he is. Nate comes in, does good damage onto Steel. He's taking the high ground. Nitro shouldn't be able to clutch this round out. He's going to mask his footsteps with that silenced M4, and Henny confused for a second, but he will spin around, take him down, and Immortals get on the board here early into the third. That's going to be the full reset for Liquid as well, because they lost 3 players, so 3 rebuys means that they're going to be broke as a joke into this round. This is double save territory for them already, so they're going to force as much as they can. So this is going to be as big of a buy as Liquid can muster. MP9, Scout Deagle, P250, CZ75. It's the kitchen sink. Like that knife, FNX. Can I borrow it? Damage from JDM. Does get the tag, but can't get the frag. Gonna boost up here. Lucas gonna take a tremendous... Well, not, I say tremendous. He took 24 damage. Stanislaw trying to get through the smoke. Gonna get blinded up and taken down, so... We will see the 2-man advantage swung the way of the terrorist side. JDM still trying to rattle off some scout shots from the checkers side, but can't manage to find anything. Hey, it's me, your caster. You're damn right. Smoke fades. Scout down. Now Pimp. Holding close. Do they dare check the pit side? Henny finds the frag on the Nitro. Ah, he's so fast, man. He's so incredibly fast. 2-2 it goes. Immortals going to tie things up early on into this one, and Henny, well, he's playing better than he did in the opening matchup. Does manage to find the one in heaven, and does manage to find the one on the Pimp, so really nicely managed there from the Immortals side. They're going to keep a boatload of guns on the table, which means that they're going to start stacking the chips up, and the double save comes out. Liquid going to be on pistols. All USPs all day. Stand gonna get flushed out. Lucas triple spray down. Gonna be looking for more. They know Alicia's over here. Taps him down. 4 kills for Lucas. How many times in the past 2 days it seems like Lucas has been a player that just gets this really cheeky 4K spray down in somewhere? We saw last night on Inferno down Banana. Remember, Henny got that opening pick with the AWP, and then they all lined up, and Lucas was able to collateral basically 4 of them with an M4. This time around, it's going to be the spray down around Catbox. He manages to find 4 kills to close out that round. We're going to go back onto the buy, but again, JDM with the lackluster money that they have is going to be on that M4. So it's going to be a matter of call and response at this point. Immortals going to be bringing the heat, and Liquid trying to cool them off. But you know what happens to Liquid when it boils. Turns into steam and evaporates. We'll see if that's going to be the case moving forward. Deep flash, or pardon me, deep smoke comes out. That deep nade actually does a decent amount of damage as well. They're going to lob a couple of nades in over the top towards that B bomb site. It's towards rail. Not going to find anything. Little blind span through the smoke, and Stanislaw would be on the receiving end, but he's going to go back checker box. Science with Mega Man. Yes, indeed. And here we go. Push coming in towards that B bomb site. Pimp stuck on the site by his lonesome. Now it's going to be a matter of Stanislaw to pounce out. He gets 1, but he is done. And that is going to double up the amount of players alive for Immortals. 4 versus 2. Elige thinking if he can get an early pick here, he might fancy a go at this, but they are not going to oblige. Instead, he's going to catch a grenade right to the anus. He's going to have to fall back from this one. 2 M4s to save. See if that's going to be the case, and well, they are going to skate away towards that A bomb site. Nobody's really challenging from the Immortals side because they learned their lesson late in that last matchup that chasing for weapons, not necessarily the most intelligent of moves. So 4-2, it's going to go. Peter is Stanislaw. I'm going to do my best to call him Stanislaw throughout the entirety of this. Stanislaw's first name, his actual first name, is Peter. So keep that in mind, for those of you that are asking. I know that it's, at this point, it's just a troll that's going on throughout the Twitch chat, but, yeah. I'm just going to say it one final time before I start kicking myself in the dick for having to repeat myself. JDM outside B-box. 3 players on this B-bomb site. 4 now. We get joined up with a couple of extra players here. It's M4 trying to do some work at B. Unfortunately, he's going to get tagged down, so 37 HP for Nitro. He's going to have to bail out from this one. Push is actually coming in. They're going to move in on this stack. However, Bolt's able to find one, and now Stanislaw in a really tricky spot. Able to get a return frag, but the trade comes out. Steals there. Nitro able to find one more. Trying to get back in. The flashbang comes out from heaven. Does blind one, but Henny, his eyes are not seeing the light just yet. And this push from Steel, they've got a pincer move set up, and Henny, he's actually just going to rotate back over to A. Say screw it. Steel in a good position. He's got to be careful. Smokes himself off. Now Pemp on the site with the Deagle. He's going to walk on forward and maybe try to pick up the M4 that was lost off his comrade. Or one of those AKs. He is going to get the AK, so. Plant goes in, 3-on-1. And Pimp should be looking to save. See where he's headed over towards T-spawn. So yeah, he's not going to really put forth too much effort into this. Steel did go down to 10 HP, but he picked up 2 kills beforehand. It's going to go 5-2 in favor of Immortals. Things looking pretty good for the Brazilians. So all in all, a pretty good recovery. Pretty good beat down on Inferno, 16-5 in favor of Immortals over Liquid, starting off on the T side as well. 16-12 in favor of Liquid on map number 2. They each were able to steal away the other's map pick, and FNX, well, he comes around and just destroys Pimp at the end, so no AK for you, good sir. 5-2 scoreline. M4 is getting tossed around. Should see an AWP on the board here. They've got money for it. They will do. Knife slash to the back of Stanislaw. He's going to be down at 87 to start the round. Not that big of a deal, though. So again, the slow play is going to come out from the Immortals side. They've got Steel over here. Likes to harass that squeaky door, but it is going to be, I believe, a boost play. Yes, Nitro is going to go up on high. And we shall see what kind of return we have from the CT side of Liquid. Big buyout from them. 3 kits on the board. And JDM with the AWP. So that slow style comes out. Steel's going to start harassing the squeaky door. Nitro hears it open. They're playing solo with Nitro, the only player in that site. They're going to start to rotate Stanislaw back in, but they peek it. They're ready for it. Nothing gets by him. Lucas opens things up. FNX going to find one on a leash. They've got Stanislaw to beat. Steel clears him out. And this round is all but done. Liquid just reeling right now. They can't get anything going for themselves. AWP is going to stay in the hands, but look at the money for the T side. This is absolutely absurd scenes right now. We're only 7 rounds in. They've got Steel, who's going to cap on 16K after this round. I mean, the rebuys, they can afford to chase. They can try to take as many guns as they want out of this round. JDM is in connector. That wall spam barely off the mark. Would have been pretty amazing to see him clip that, but not able to land the shot. Nice shot from JDM. Lucas trying to go for the fake flash around the corner. He's going to meet his demise, but they know exactly where he is. Trying to switch up some positions here over towards B. Who's that's lurking? That's FNX over there towards the B bomb site. Not able to spot anything. They will hang on to the two guns and move it forward, but again, I mean, 16,000 for Henny, 16,000 for Steel. Just ludicrous amounts of money stacked up. It's actually, you know, it actually kind of drives me nuts that Bolt's bought in this situation. Bolt spent like $6,000, $5,000, somewhere around there. One of these three should have dropped him a rifle, plain and simple, because once you get to these kind of numbers, you're not going to get any more money. You can't get any more money over 16,000, so you should start spending. That's one thing that I see in Pugs a lot when I play, is players who are getting high on money, especially when I play. If I'm around 14,000 when a round's ending, and I see a player that has died on my team, even if they've got 9,000, I'm dropping them next round, because I can't get any more over that 16K mark, so I want to continue to build up that money. Nice shot from JDM, so the one rifle they carried over from the last round is starting to do some work, and they're going to be able to find the opener into the round. JDM, though, watch yourself there, down to 53, spammed up by Steel. So a little bit of return. Oh, they dropped plenty, but he also spent $4,800 into the round. If you saw it at the beginning, Resect. Let's pay attention now. Nothing gets by me here, brother. Nothing gets by me. So we'll see how things ultimately pan out. FNX, this angle, they weren't ready for it at all, and B is compromised. He comes all the way around from the Z hallway and flanks out B. Back checker control from Stanislaw, but he's going to find himself in a pin. Just managed to find two before he drops. Bolts is going to be there for the trade, and we'll see how things ultimately come back in. Bomb going to get planted for checker's side. 3 plays 2. Steel and Bolts trying to clutch out this round. Flashbang comes in. Not going to spot anything just yet. They're not creeping, but they're coming on the flank. This position from Bolts, he's not really ready for this spot. And there you go. It doesn't even matter. Steel, going to be your last man alive. He's got to come up huge for his team. Going to sit in the fire for a little bit. Nitro's going to drop a nade right on his face. So another round on the board for Liquid. They're going to get the defuse, and it's going to go 6-3, cutting the lead in half. But Immortals, they've got so much money, they're going to be able to rebuy into this one. So let's see, 15,000, 16,000, lots of money. And again, you see this time around Bolts, he's only spent 2,200. So we can take note here. This is where you get the information from. So they drop Bolts this time around. The money's going to come down a little bit, but they're going to keep a very even high bank on 3 players. So it's going to take at least 2 more rounds in a row for Liquid to finally break the bank of Immortals. And by then, that's the crazy thing. If they win 2 more rounds in a row, that money bonus starts to build up. So they might even get enough after 3 rounds lost to buy again. And then they're going to be on almost max money bonus where they can continue to buy. Steal again over towards the squeaky door. Lucas looking for whatever he can find. Flashbang comes out through middle, fully flashed up, and Lucas is going to lose his life to a Liege. Getting around through the smokes. They are going to push on towards the A bomb site. Nitro's spotted on highway, but they went for mid control this time on the CT side. All the nades. Nitro, the molly's not spreading. That one will. Bye-bye. Trade comes back out. Still trying to get that. There we go. Try to get that bomb over towards that B bomb, or A bomb site, pardon me. We'll get it planted. Bolts late lurk in middle. Is going to capitalize on a Liege. They boost up. I believe that's Henny on top. Negative. Ghost Rider. Pimp and Stanislaw from truck side. One coming around from highway side. Deep smoke in towards A main. There is one player over there, but they are going to be able to re-smoke and push out. Very slow. FNX finds one. Henny finds another. And now Pimp's going to run away. Does pop a flashbang. Maybe try to do a little bit of damage here. Force some rebuys. We'll find one. Flash around the corner. Not expecting the off angle from Steel, and he'll capitalize. No gun saved for Liquid. 7-3 it goes. The reset comes in for the Liquid side, and the money's still flowing like wine for the Immortals. So again, extending the lead back up. The kitchen sink buy comes out for Liquid. Scout 2 umps. P250 and a Desert Eagle. Gonna set up for the molly towards Vince, but it doesn't really matter as Bolts already takes down Stanislaw. One more to beat over here. Spots Pimp. Pimp is on the scout. We know that he was proficient when he was on Dignitas, being the main scout op player for them in a role that he wasn't exactly comfortable in. Now he's going to be back mainly on the rifles, but the scout, definitely a proficient weapon for him. Nitro still aggressive towards A main. Elige over by Highway. Actually, he's all the way... Yeah, he's down by Highway. Nitro, though. Caught out, taken down. Brain splattered against the wall, and now we see the push come in from Elige. Try to do something with the Desert Eagle. No incendiary on his position. They're so slow to react. One in sight, JDM. Trade surely going to come out. Eventually it will. As Lucas manages to take him down. Pimp able to get a tag in, but he will lose his life to FNX also, and that's going to go 8-3. Now we'll see the save come out from Liquid. Should go 9-3. And Immortals are cleaning house right now on their T-set of cash. So overall, things looking pretty promising right now. Aggression. A main. Lucas. He's going to get traded out. Jump peek. And he's able to get the collateral. How did he... Where was Elige? I got to watch it back. I didn't see how he actually collateraled that. Was Elige still an A main? No, I guess he did land off. Missed that one for a second. JDM. The stolen op. Able to do a little bit of damage, but... He did. So that's the second collateral that Henny's gotten in this matchup so far. He got one on Cobblestone earlier on. This time he's going to be able to get one here. So Slashman, if you don't like my casting, leave. Or better yet, would you like mumble info so you can co-cast with me and we can all make fun of how bad you are? Because that would be sweet! I haven't laughed that hard since I was a little schoolgirl. 5-on-5. Rebuy comes out from Liquid. See what they can do behind this. FAMAS 3M4s and the op comes out. Steal again to harass over towards the squeaky door. If you didn't know, I actually cast alone a majority of the time. And I like to allow plays to develop. That's why the silence comes in. I don't want to be talking constantly. It's not the sign of a good caster. Look at how Sadicus casts. Lots of open space. The ability to elaborate and let the plays develop, you know? Like you can see, they're boosting up in middle right now. We don't really need to call this out. FNX is on top, but okay, sure. They're going in towards A main. I can point that out. I can call out every single player that's over here. Bolts, Henny, and Lucas going to be pushing in towards A main. Steel's going to get blinded up by the squeaky door. I can just talk all the whole time. They're going to be trying to go to battle right now. Nitro and Elige going to be trying to hold down this backside of Red Box, but now push is going to start coming in here. Steel still harassing over here. He's going to be able to catch that one as FNX takes down Nitro. The push is coming in towards A. See what it sounds like when I just talk constantly the entire friggin' time? It's just absolute nonsense. Stanislaw onto FNX coming around towards the highway side. The bomb is going to get planted over towards the A bomb site, but the push yet to come in from the CT side, and Stanislaw already bowing out from this. It's going to be a save. It's going to go 10-3 in favor of Immortals. Boom shakalaka. Do you like it when I cast like that? Because I sure as hell don't. So why don't we just enjoy a little silence every once in a while, my friend? Silence is good. Silence is good. With that being said, it is going to go 10-3. Immortals going to find 7-round lead now. We'll see if they can continue to capitalize moving forward. But these 3 rifles that are getting carried over from Liquid are going to present themselves the ability to rebuy into the next round and try to keep the pressure on. But at this point, it's starting to spiral a little bit out of control. And we'll see. They should be able to drop at least a UMP or, yeah, they're going to drop a FAMAS. That's going to get moved over to Nitro. Elige is going to be on the ump. Elige, 3-3-10 right now. I mean, not to call anybody out, but you expect him to be the star player of this matchup. And, I mean, he's not performing. That A bomb site has been relatively weak throughout this half. They're trying to get aggressive behind this. Unfortunately, Henny actually turns back into the other team's flash. Otherwise, he might have been able to light 1 up, maybe even 2 kills there. JDM still trying to hold this angle. Deep Incendiary comes out. There's the peak. JDM's going to go down. Extended spray, but Nitro's there for the trade. However, Nitro's going to get backstabbed by Steel by Squeaky Door. Elige is going to be able to come in on bolts, and that's going to really try to battle back into this, but they've got A bomb site control. Stanislaw outside of the B bomb site. They don't necessarily need to go super aggressive. Lucas is actually on the EWP because Henny lost it, and, well, Steel doing a good job getting some damage in onto Stanislaw. There's the ult from Lucas. He said, my brother, my twin's not the only one that can use this goofy-ass looking gun. He's going to find a shot with it, so why the hell not? The first boost comes out. They're going to perch a player up on top outside of A main and pray to Jesus that they don't come back around. For now, though, that bomb's going to explode, and it's going to go 11-3, so a tremendous T-side half for the Immortals. And Steel on the prowl. Ooh. What a tease. What a tease. Pimp, though, will find FNX at the end of the round. Not a big deal, considering that the money is still completely outrageous for Immortals. 16K on basically 16K on 4 out of the 5 players. The only one that's low is Lucas. That's just because he's had 8 rebuys throughout, and he was one of the high banks earlier on. So, dire straits for Liquid to be in. And we'll see if the Immortals can finish this one off. But Bolts outside of B gets some good damage in on Stanislaw, but ultimately loses that battle. Woo! Daddy, hold me! Henny hits a ripper on a Nitro by truck side. JDM on catwalk. Trying to get some damage out, but not going to be able to line it up. They're going to be able to push on forward and get that site control. Nobody fence sides. Steel already rotated across. Molly's burning. JDM, fire is hot. What have we learned whenever we played World of Warcraft way back in the day? Fire is hot. Don't stand in the fire. It's not a haste buff, my friend. It doesn't make your rifle shoot any faster. It hurts. It hoits. FNX boosted on toxic barrels outside of A main. Henny playing from forklift and Lucas from sight. Elige trying to walk in, gets spotted. Does manage to find the shot though, so we're going to go into a 2-on-2. Flashbang out around the corner, 1 on sight. Henny will go down. Elige manages to clip him. Pimp is going to find the frag. Does he have the time? Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. No kits, no kits, no kits. That kit's too far, too far, too far, too far, too far, too far, too far. Kaboom! 12-3. NA save. 12-3 in favor of Immortals. Tremendous opening half. They're a pistol round away from potentially putting this up to map, match, and series point. I don't think he had the time. I don't think that he had the time. Let's be honest. He most likely did not have the time. I would have liked to see him stick the bomb. His teammates probably called that there was a kit somewhere in the site. So, unbeknownst to him, that kit was too far away and wasn't able to get back in there. So, no big deal. Going to take a little bit of time here, a little bit of a breather at halftime to maybe try and solve some of their problems, but again, I mean, JDM and Stanislaw leading the way with 10 kills. It's Lucas on 16, his twin brother Henny on 13, and FNX on 13. So we see last map? It was Bolts and Steel that were leading the way. This time it's FNX, Henny, and Lucas. So a little bit of a role reversal here, but things are looking pretty good for Immortals to be able to close out this series. That's a nice arch. Yep. 12-3. Bolt's going to go onto the CZ-75. Possibly perch himself outside of that B bomb site. We'll see where he opts to go. It's going to be towards A. So maybe quad? Maybe fork. Oh, it's fork. FNX taking an aggressive stance over here. They haven't boosted anybody in mid just yet, or have they? Let's take a look. Nope, nope, yep. JDM's going to be the one up top. And he's going to be one over in the Z hallway. Not going to find anything, but look at this positioning from FNX. JDM about to get backstabbed. Bye-bye. How do you say goodbye in Portuguese? I know it's adios in Spanish. I'm sure it's not the same in Portuguese. A little bit of tagging goes out. Steal, though. Dirty taps from Nitro is going to take him down, and now Lucas on the site. Whoa, at least finds him through the smoke. So it gets traded back out. FNX trying to make something happen on this flank play. Stanislav going to give himself up to the Death God, and they've got one more outside of the bomb site to find. However, call has been returned by Elige. He finds one on Bolts. So it kind of is adios. So it's kind of a mixture of Spanish and Italian, I guess, because isn't ciao Italian for goodbye? Vepukio, I know what that means because I looked it up earlier, so not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. So we will see Liquid pick up the pistol round. We're going to bring this one into a 12-4 scoreline. But if history repeats itself, we'll see Immortals completely slobber knock them here into this anti-eco round. Very similar to Spanish and Italian? Yeah. Cool. Learn something new every day. I appreciate all of my Portuguese viewers out there for bringing the noise for me and helping me learn something today. I appreciate that. I definitely do. Aggression towards B. One player around the corner. Stanislaw able to find one. Good damage onto Lucas, who's going to have to fall back, and somehow he still manages to take down Elige before all is said and done. JDM over here towards middle is going to be looking for one. That's going to be Henny coming down off the catwalk. 86 HP remains for him. And this scout on FNX not able to connect really anything just yet. So we'll see how things go. Sheila, go look it up. Go look up what a slobber knocker is. It'll make you laugh, guaranteed. 4-on-3. Doesn't look like they're favoring a retake here. Going to hang on to the armor and the scout into the next round. Rattling off some shots over here towards CT spawn, but Immortals, again, still in control of this matchup. Liquid did when we were playing on Inferno, they did manage to claw back a little bit going into the second half after that 12-3 lead that Immortals were able to carry over. We'll see if that's going to be the same case into this one. Terrorists win. 12-4 scoreline goes to 12-5, and now we're going to see the full save for the players that perished on Immortals, but we've got Henny on a Deagle, we've got Bolts on a CZ, and we've got FNX on the Scout. We'll see what they can do into this round. We know Bolts is proficient with that CZ. Steel's the one that's been getting the most CZ kills, so we'll see how that all goes. But for now, it is going to be the 7-round lead. Smoke goes out, the boost goes up. Let's see FNX on high. Does he spot Pimp? He's looking, not able to see anything just yet. Pimp is up there, trying to get the shots off. They're going to start spamming this smoke, so he's got to be wary. Still looking for it. Tag comes out, they're going to fall back from it. So it was a good idea, but FNX ain't an AWPer. And that scout's not going to be all that effective early on. He might be able to find... Ooh, daddy, that's a little bit of spam action going on. He's going to get gooshed up and has to fall back through the Z connector and over towards the B bomb site. They're going to fortify this a little bit, but Nitro finds the opener. There's a tag, but Pimp going to decapitate that player, and now it's going to be all on Lucas, who goes down to Stanislaw. So now it's Henny and Bolts in a 2 versus 5. Scout picked up. You know how dirty he can be. How dirty is he going to be, though? That's the question. not that dirty. Good flashbang in, but bolts! He ain't no sucker! Mr. T up in here ain't no sucker! BA biceps in this house! Takes one down, fully flashed. It's gonna at least force one rebuy. So the big news is that it's now cut in half. Sucker! I pity the fool, sucker! Nice. I'm glad that you guys pick up on my old cheesy, like, 90s references. Because some of you guys are young. You guys are youngins. Youngins! Push in towards Squeaky side, Nitro's playground. This is where he likes to play. Oh, Pam! Crisp, clean, lock, boys. He just followed his ass through that smoke. That was beautiful. He hit him like, how many times? 3, 4 times through that smoke? That's a vac spam if I've ever seen one, boys. Opener going the way of Liquid this time around. Nice job from them. We're going to see what kind of a response Immortals has. Aggression towards B is the order of the day. So they're going to try to counter this one out. Henny's over here by truck side, but he's still got the scout to work with. Going to be a very difficult, trying time ahead. They're going to wrap onto the site, and they're going to find bolts easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Down to a 2 versus 5, and not a single point of damage being taken by anybody on the T side right now. Substantial round, to say the least. So Liquid, apparently they're a T-sided team. The 3 remaining CTs gonna hunker down in this B bomb site. Henny's gonna look for a little bit of damage to come out, but quite the round coming out from Liquid. They're gonna cut it down to 5 rounds. And we'll see if Immortals can finally answer the call. So back into the bye we go. CT side of Immortals. Gonna look to get aggressive towards mid. Push comes out. They're not checking the angle. That's 1. That's 2. Steele able to lock it down early on. And Lee's able to finally trade him out 2 for 1. But again, Henny over here towards B with the AWP. Mid control trying to be exercised by the terrorist side. But they're all stuck in one consolidated area. One watching A main. One out in mid. With bomb, I should remind. And then Pimp is going to be up on top. So we'll see how they reevaluate the round, and it looks like they are going to go towards B. Bear in mind, it's only Henny over here with an AWP to work with, so JDM hunkering over here in mid, looking for that cat presence. He's going to be spotting it. 2 players on highway, make it 3. That's an 8, but you know what I mean. That's more like it. Nade goes deep. Going to find a little bit of chip damage there onto Lucas. He's down to 62. That bomb slowly creeping on towards the B bomb site. And they haven't rotated anybody to support Henny. So if he goes down, it's going to be a 3-on-3 retake. He's going to have to be substantial here. They should be calling for the rotation to come in. Flashbang comes out. Incendiaries and nades go flying in towards the site. Counter flash as well. And JDM's going to hold the line for the time being. The flank tried to come in, but going to be able to find that, and now they're rotating back on out. So mission accomplished for Liquid. They managed to equalize onto a 3v3, and now they're going to bring the bomb back over towards the A bomb site. Now they've got bolts in forklift position. Smoke goes out. JDM going to lead the charge. Going to get clapped up and taken down. They run into the 2 CTs that were actually on the same bomb site. It's all down to Pimp. 1 versus 3. Time's going to expire. They ran the clock down, and Immortals are going to find a 13th round now. 3 rounds away from closing out the series. The money is good for Liquid right now, and a reset here would be tremendous for Liquid's money to move forward. So, a good start to this one. We'll see if they can answer the call, though. It was 4 rounds in a row before the forced buys from Immortals finally netted them with a round win. And now we're going to see if they can capitalize even further than that, try and close out this matchup. Flashbang towards B main. Henny's going to get himself into a proper position. That flash goes out. It's going to blind up JDM a little bit, so we're going to see them move to an aggressive posturing outside and towards checkers. Ooh, he actually legged one through there. Elige is on 1 HP. Return Incendiary. Elige has got to tread on thin water. Thin water. Yes, I said it again. I said it last night, too. Nice shot from Nitro going down. A lot of fire in the sight. Another frag for Henny. 2 more, actually. Solo Dolo holding down the sight. It's on JDM. 1 versus 4. Able to take down 2. Going to be looking for a little bit more behind this, but he's got to ace it to win it. Are you guys trying to say that Henny had a crisp, clean lock? Is that what you guys are trying to say? Because I think he might have too. I'm not sure. Good round, though, coming out from the Immortals side, and they're going to go up 14-7. So JDM falls in the long run. And, well, crisp and clean.
Hey, boys. But anyways, boys, we're gonna... But boys, and boys, and not boys. Boys stuff, boys. Anyways, boys. Alright, boys.
It's good stuff. Rebuy comes in for Liquid, but they're surviving by the skin of their teeth right now. It's definitely possible for Immortals to close this one out. It's 14-7, 2 rounds away from closing out the series and moving on. And I believe a victory in this is the semifinal, so I believe a victory in this is a berth into the I-League Season 3 LAN Finals for the final spot. And then they play for, I think they play for seedings after that. I think it's 3 spots for North America to go and 5 for EU. I can't remember off the top of my head. There's 8 invited teams, I know that much. Good round starting off here from Liquid side. Stanislaw, Nitro, and Pimp going to be able to open up towards that B bomb site, and hope it's left on Bolts and Henny. This time Henny was playing over towards A. And, well, they're going to be forced to save this one out. Bolt's on 11 kills, Henny's 16-8. So, getting a lot of kills and also surviving a lot of rounds. There's also 3 for China. 2 for NA, 2 for EU, 3 for China. And that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. I'd have to double check it. I'm not sure off the top of my head. 14-8, the score is going to go. They lost one more gun there at the end. That was Henny's AWP. He was playing up on top of the scaffolding. Got flanked up highway and taken off the map, but we will see them prevail. They're going to carry the AWP over. Nitro's going to toss that to JDM. JDM can swap the M4 over to Nitro. And we are going to go right back into this one. Is the LAN hosted in China? I thought that was WESG. This is I-League Season 3. I thought this was in Kiev. Either way, it's probably better that 3 come from China, because it'd be a waste to have a 3rd spot from NA. Ooh. 6-round lead for the Immortals side. We'll see if they can capitalize on this one, but it is going to be a struggle buy for him, to say the least. Bolt's the only rifle on the board. A couple of Desert Eagles in play and a USP for steel. Nade goes in towards T-Con, or Z, pardon me. That's going to do a little bit of damage there on the bolts. Oops, spotted. Finds the kill. Nitro able to go in on 2. Bolts in jeopardy. He's got to stay alive in this position. Not able to capitalize. Jesus, Nitro, what a round from him. Finally able to come alive a little bit. That's the Nitro that we need to see. That's the one that we were missing in the opening map on Inferno. Good shot from Pimp to close it out. One deke from Henny comes in. They salvage the AWP anyway. It's going to go 14-9. 5 rounds the difference now, and Liquid starting to